Hello everybody, my name is Wittershins, and I'm here in this impromptu episode of the Open Circle. We are currently doing a series on creation myths from around the world, and the challenge to our friends is to find a creation myth that you find particularly beautiful, and share that on witcheschat.com. And I'm about to read one of them for you right now. So enjoy the ride, get comfortable, and once again, my name is Wittershins, and you are listening to witcheschat.com in the Open Circle. This is the story of Pan Gu and Nhu Hua. Long, long ago, when heaven and earth were still one, the entire universe was contained in an egg-shaped cloud. All the matter of the universe swirled chaotically in that egg, and deep within the swirling matter was Pan Gu, a huge giant that grew in the chaos. For 18,000 years he developed and slept in the egg, and finally one day he awoke and stretched, and the egg broke to release matter all into the universe. The lighter, purer elements drifted upward to make the sky and the heavens, and the heavier, impure elements settled downward to make the earth. In the midst of this new world, Pan Gu worried that heaven and earth might mix again. So he resolved to hold them apart, with the heavens on his head and the earth under his feet. And as the two continued to separate, Pan Gu grew to hold them apart. For 18,000 years he continued to grow, until the heavens were 30,000 miles above the earth. For much longer he continued to hold the two apart, fearing the return of the chaos of his youth. Finally he realized they were stable, and soon after that he died. With the immense giant's death, the earth took on new character. His arms and his legs became the four directions and the mountains. His blood became the rivers, and his sweat became the rain and the dew. His voice became the thunder, and his breath became the winds. His hair became the grass, and his veins became the roads and the paths. His teeth and bones became the minerals and the rocks, and his flesh became the soil of the fields. Up above, his left eye became the sun, and his right eye became the moon. Thus, in death, as in life, Pan Gu made the world as it is today. Now, many centuries later, there was a goddess named Nhu Hua who roamed this world that Pan Gu had left behind, and she became lonely in her solitude. Stopping by a pond to rest, she saw her reflection and realized there was nothing like herself in this world, and she resolved to make something like herself for company. From the edge of the pond she took some mud and shaped it in the form of a human being. At first her creation was lifeless, and she set it down. It took life as soon as it touched the soil, however, and soon the human being was dancing and celebrating its new life. Pleased with her creation, Nhu Hua made more of them, and soon her loneliness disappeared in the crowd of little humans around her. For 2 days she made them, and still wanted to make more. Finally she pulled down a long vine and dragged it through the mud. And when she swung the vine through the air, droplets of mud flew everywhere. When they fell, they became more humans that were nearly as perfect as the ones she had made by hand. Soon she had spread humans all over the world. The ones made by hand became the aristocrats, and the ones that she made with the vine became the common people. Even then, Nu Wa realized that her work was incomplete, because as her creations died, she would have to make more. Now she solved this problem by dividing the humans into male and female, so they could reproduce and save her from having to make new ones to break her own solitude. Many years later, Pangu's greatest fear came true. The heavens collapsed so that there were holes in the sky, and the earth cracked, letting water rush from below to flood the earth. At other places, fires sprang from the earth, and everywhere wild beasts emerged from the forests to prey on people. Nu Wa drove the beasts back and healed the earth and fixed the sky. She took stones of many colors from the river and built a fire in which she melted them. She used the molten rock to patch the holes in the sky, and she used the 4 legs of a giant turtle to support the sky again. Exhausted by her labors, she soon lay down to die, and like Pangu, from her body came many more features to adorn the world that she had restored. Thank you for listening to this story of creation from China. The story of Pangu and Nu Wa. Remember, blessed be, and be a blessing to others. Love, and let yourself be loved. The circle is closed.